This is the Progen GP1, an incredibly nice looking supercar that is currently on sale this week in Grand Theft Auto Online. So, I figured why not review the car, showcase its upgrades, its speed, lap time, and just if it's worth the price. To find this vehicle, you're gonna have to go to Legendary Motorsport and scroll about halfway down. You can see there's quite a bit of scrolling. Now we gotta wait for the page to load, still going, and there it is, the GP1. It is currently $882,000 from the normal $1.26 million, so it's about $400,000 off. And I'd actually say that's a pretty decent deal for what is a not bad supercar. I wouldn't say it's anything crazy when it comes to lap time, but it's pretty fun to drive. So it doesn't really matter what color we pick, we're just going to do white and send this over to our Eclipse Boulevard garage, minus $900,000. Let's go get it out. And here she is, the Progen GP1. What an absolutely amazing looking car. I'm always a huge fan of McLarens. I think they just got such nice curves and overall designs to the vehicle. They're super streamlined, and it's just such a nice looking car. This is obviously based off the McLaren F1 in real life, which is an absolutely crazy car too. There's only about 100 left in the world. It's just a cool car. So now we're going to upgrade this vehicle. You can see I've already done the basic upgrades, but now we got the cool things, like the bumper. So we got a GT bumper, contest bumper, competition bumper, LM bumper, tuner, we got the sport bumper, tilted bumper. That one's kind of weird, I'm not gonna lie. We got concept bumper and custom bumper, which is just hideous. Like, if I wanted my car to look like an Elon Musk Tesla, that's what I'm gonna go for, but yeah, no thank you. And the stock bumper actually looks pretty cool too, but we're not gonna go for the stock. I really do like the competition. I also kind of like the tuner bumper though. That one looks pretty cool. Out of all the options here, I'm gonna go with, I'm thinking the competition bumper. I just kind of like the way it looks. I'm a big fan of races, so we're going to go with that one. We got the rear bumper, which, yeah, there's not much. I'm going to be real. We're just going to go for the carbon. Doesn't really make much of a difference there. We got some engine upgrades, and we got an engine cover. This is actually really cool. You can actually see inside of the vehicle. There's a lot of different options. You got just the normal trim. I kind of like being able to see the actual tubing, so I'm probably going to go for the Vision, although I also do really like the LM engine cover. I'm going to go for the LM engine cover. I already have one that I can see inside of this, so I'm going to stick with this because I actually think that looks really, really cool. We got a lot of exhaust options. You can see we've got no exhaust, or we actually have quad exhausts. I think it's kind of weird to have quad exhaust though, so I'm not going to go for that. Ooh, that looks pretty cool. But I think I'm just going to stick with like the normal exhaust design that the vehicle has with the normal exits. So I think we're just going to go with that. I think that actually looks pretty cool. We got some hood catches, which don't really matter too much. Some headlight covers. Ooh, why would I want to cover the entire headlight? We are going to... I'm just going to go for primary cover. I think that looks fine. We got some hood designs. We have a very small hood on this vehicle, which is actually kind of funny to look at, but still a lot of customization when it comes to this front design. I don't really like the GT hood. I think there's too much there. I don't really like the carbon one either. I'm going to go with the LM hood. We've done a lot of LM upgrades so far for the back, for the front, so I kind of think that looks cool. Does LM stand for Le Mans? I've literally no clue. Somebody let me know in the comments. Alright, let's put some xenon lights on this vehicle. We got some mirrors. We're just going to go for carbon trimmed. I think that actually looks really cool. We got the rear cover. This is that little back slot you can see. And, there's a lot of different options here. We got a bunch of different LM versions. Not a huge fan of the Vision cover. I like being able to see inside the back, but I also don't want it to like fully stick out. I want something that matches the, actually, what's kind of funny is I think the stock back part kind of matches what we have already. I'm thinking I'm going to go with, yeah, actually, they're literally the same. I'm just going to stick with the LM sneaker cover. I don't really know what the difference is between these two. They look exactly the same to me, but, oh well. Let's go to primary color, and I already have one yellow, so, ooh, that silver looks really nice, but with a McLaren, you kind of got to make it bright, so I've already done a yellow. Oh, we got to go, ooh, but that looks so good too. Blaze red looks incredible on this vehicle. I'm going to go with lava red. I just think that looks so dang nice. Secondary color, we can do chrome. It doesn't really change all too much, so whatever. We'll just do chrome for now. It doesn't seem like it does anything. We got some trim designs. I'm going to go for like a cool, maybe a dark brown. Yeah, let's just go for that. Creek brown. I think that actually matches the interior. We got some skirts we can do on the vehicle, which barely really are noticeable, so we'll just stick with that. We got a spoiler. Do not like the 30 degree lift. I don't like that at all. I do really like the GT wing. That one's not bad. We got an LM spoiler. Doesn't really seem to do much. We've got just a normal two-tone spoiler. We got a small tuner spoiler. That one's actually pretty cool, not gonna lie. Other spoiler options, pretty dang mediocre, so I'm going to stick with the GT wing. I really like that one. We're going to go for race transmission, turbo, and obviously wheel type. I always like to go for my favorite rims, which everybody still hates on me for doing, which is Heifer. We're going to do custom tires, bulletproof tires, and finish it off with the limo design. So here we have it. This is my Progen GP1, and obviously you can customize yours in any other way. I'm a little disappointed there's no livery options for the vehicle, but let's get it into the sunlight here. I mean, it's just such a nice looking car. Even though it doesn't have the best performance, you really can't hate on the design of this vehicle. It's so dang nice. Here's the thing that I always find weird about the GP1. On paper, it's not a very good supercar. It's 35th place for top speed, 123.75 miles per hour. Yeah, you're going to be beat out by a lot of other supers, especially the newer ones when it comes to speed. And when it comes to lap time, it's 1 minute 3 seconds, 48th out of the 58th supercars. So it's pretty poor on not only top speed, but overall lap time. So you might think that this vehicle's rather unenjoyable and slow to drive. But weirdly enough, it's actually really fun, and I think overall it's not actually as bad as it sounds like on paper, because the track that those lap times were recorded on was a very, very tight-knit corner, which requires incredible cornering capability. It's kind of like driving around blocks in the city. However, for normal driving, where you're going to be going down roads like this, which do have curves, in fact this is a very curvy road, but you're going to notice that the GP1 takes these corners like a champ. It has incredibly good grip, which is something that I'm always a big fan of. Having grip and being able to drive around corners without spinning out is something that a lot of supercars dream of, which you're going to witness here. The GP1 just does so dang well. So driving up the Vinewood Hill, had to apply the brakes a little bit not to crash into the vehicles, but as you can see, grip-wise, no problem whatsoever. Easily making our way around this corner. Full speeding, no problem. Let's roll around here, make sure there's no cars in front of us, and yeah, just like that, very, very easy beginning. We're going to roll around that blue car, almost crashed into it, but we're all good. Let's hug this corner tight, and look at that. Easily so far, we've made it through the first half of the drive. Now we got another 2 miles to go. This is all downhill, and it all has to do with cornering capabilities. I will have to apply the brakes a little bit, but as you can see, really no problems whatsoever. I mean, yeah, it takes the corners wide, as I said. It's got really good grip, but really poor turning. It's kind of like trying to turn a boat, but as long as you apply the brakes correctly around the corner, I mean, turn fine there. Let's roll around this corner here. You're going to see again. Just let go of the gas a teeny bit and then apply it again. I mean, it's pretty good to drive overall. I don't notice any problems with the vehicle, easily making these corners. It's just such an enjoyable car. So, weirdly enough, I expected to not really like this car that much, but I drove it before making today's video quite a bit as well, just to get a feel for the vehicle, and yeah, it's actually really, really nice to drive. You can see no crashes whatsoever, no problems, no hiccups when making our way through those curves there. A lot of vehicles, especially the faster supercars, are going to struggle through those corners because of the fact they trade a lot of that speed for grip and overall handling. So, yeah, GP1, I'm actually giving it a pretty solid 8 out of 10 on maneuverability, top speed, and handling when it comes to the cornering. Again, you can see it turns these corners really, really wide. And when it comes to these sharp corners here, it's gonna struggle. But as long as you pre-plan them and you use the brakes, it's actually really enjoyable. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Progen GP1, a car I expected to hate on a lot more than I actually ended up. I would highly suggest to pick your hands on this vehicle for a couple reasons. First of all, it is removed from the game. That means that right now, this week is the only chance you have of getting your hands on the vehicle, probably for months until it comes back. Not only that, but it's only $800,000, which is really, really cheap for a supercar. And it looks great, super fun to drive, it's pretty fast. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.